blame to Kwara State, Benue State, Zamfara, and Plateau State governors, it is because they all belong to the same party. It is very sad and unfortunate. Okay, Banky from Wuse 2, holla to you too. You don't agree with the NUT or your for this, is that okay? Okay, you don't agree with the NUT. Did I not hear him well? Please, can he call back and throw little light on him? Okay. Well, that's all right. All right, it's 2:10. Sadly, I would be unable to go further with a conversation on content and trends after this call, and then afterwards we'll need to wrap up. Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I can hear you.
Omenka John. Amazing. I want to say Fayose, as a former chief security officer of the state, I think he got it all wrong and is being childish with his comment, because you don't because both these terrorists, they are listening, just like on the side of government, not letting people know why they are making such move. Me, I like to say it as it is. Sincerely, Fayose shouldn't have uttered such words in public, and he should retract that statement and apologize to the state governor. And probably, I want to blame the state governor too. They don't say without you, without the federal government acting, you cannot act. Where I'll blame the state governor is, you have various meetings with brigades, battalion SEALs and Air Force personnel, they are SEALs, DSS, Commissioner of Police in your state every month. And this is where most of your, the money, what do you call this money they normally get monthly for their security? This is what this money is being used for. What action? Probably the federal government are not seeing any action coming from him. And you have a div also in Ibadan. What move did the governor take? Maybe that is where Fayose is coming. But
okay.
For me, Fayose shouldn't have made such move.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
But I tell Nigeria, this APC have finished what they have to give us. What they are there now is for election. Whatever that is happening don't concern them. All the idea they have finished it. So let us go to B.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Well, that's how far we can go. Nigeria, Abuja, with the contents and trends today. Yes, I know they are very, very, will I call it prickly conversations, and it's very valid and natural to want to have very intense reactions to it. But anyway, we'll keep talking. The conversations will keep continuing, and we'll keep exercising our rights and roles of ensuring that we hold those that we have given the rights and powers to lead us accountable. So I'll just leave it there. But then, while we're talking about conversations for Tuesday, let's move to the conversation of the heart in our personal lives. So can we take a break from Nigerian issues? I know it's inexhaustible, but it will be great for us to just talk about us, okay? And so that's where Confession Tuesday comes in, and it's getting started right about now. What is that pressing personal issue that you're dealing with? What is that dilemma, that concern? You know, that fix that you found yourself in, and you're just wondering what to do and how to go about it. And you would love to have all the opinions and perspective and advice to help you get through it. So this is where our job evolves, because Fortune is back. Hallelujah. Well, anyway, so Confession Tuesday is what's happening very soon. You be a part of it. You can start sending in your confession, but nothing too bizarre that we're like, you know, it's day radio, and it's all good. But I'd love to know what's going on with you, and what are those experiences you're going through that you would love some additional or extra advice, opinions, and clarity as well. And then we'll take it a step further by tomorrow, where we'll be having a professional advice being given as well to consolidate on what it is we do today. So you're not alone, and that's where Confession Tuesday tends to fill that gap. So you better be a part of it all the way.
So I never look back. But if I had known the life I was searching for was looking me right in the eye, oh.
for today for now. This thing I've been bugging me for long. I have a friend, female friend. Then she has a brother who's a rich guy. He needs somebody to do some work for him. Then she introduced me to him. The guy gave me all, he believed in me. I become like one of their family. So I've been working for 2 years with them. So one day, his wife fell sick and she was admitted in the hospital, which I've been the one taking food to her to the hospital. But not knowing, it was later she got to reveal to me that that's what's happening. She's in love with me, which I don't know. So because of the love, she always falls sick. You know, as somebody that have blood pressure like this.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. Please, I am so sorry. Either you send a voice note or you call us back in a minute.
Okay.
Please.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
We'll be back, Abuja.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
So I have this one that came in saying, is it bad for your ex to help you out when you're in need? My ex just loaned me 100,000 naira when I had the responsibility of bearing 2 persons at a time. And when I told my wife, she wasn't happy, believing that I'm probably still dating my ex again. Let me take that question again. Is it bad for your ex to help you when you are in need? As in my case, my ex had borrowed me 100,000 naira during a time when I was saddled with the responsibility of bearing 2 persons at the same time. But sharing that information with my wife has her very displeased and has her suspected that I'm probably dating my ex again. 100,000 and dating your ex again. Women, we can think plenty things. Let's move to the other one. Hello. Yes.
Amazing. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's Mr. Victor Episode calling back.
Okay, Mr. Victor.
It's not wrong for your ex to assist if children are even involved. I have a similar case. I'm divorced. But if you see the way I and my ex relate, it's like we're still in the marriage. Although I'm not married. I'm focused on seeing my children through university as it may be. So the person that called it's not wrong. He should be open with his current wife and tell her not to be secured. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, good afternoon. Yes.
Is anonymous.
Okay.
I just want to share this story. I need some of advice. My friend, she finished from the university, and she has this boyfriend that they are dating from year 1 university, and they graduated. But the father wanted her to go to either Canada to do her master's and PhD. But the lady wanted her to go into fashion. And she actually loved when the guy proposed. She actually wanted to settle down with the guy and build a family and to start her fashion. I don't want to mention him. And the father is wealthy, one of the politicians. I don't want to mention him. I don't want to say this kind. She doesn't even know that I'm making this and telling this story. That's why I want to remain anonymous.
Okay, that's fine.
So when they finally got married, the father supported them, gave them one of their first building in Metama, and then they lived together. They employed the husband, and they made him one of the managers, the car. And then there is another lady, let me also not mention her name. It's her goddaughter. She used lady as her god because the mother died. Okay. From domestic violence. Mother died. So now brought the lady to become the husband's secretary. Not like PA. If man has a PA, a guy has ordered about the secretary. Okay. Just to record inventory and what things. So the lady became pregnant. The secretary became pregnant and told the godmother that she's pregnant, and the boyfriend wanted her to keep the child, but there's nothing. There's no, because she cannot keep the child. Say no, she told her no problem, just keep it away. But the guy is sincere. He said, yeah, the guy is sincere. She's going to marry her. But right now she's struggling in Lagos. After like 2 years, she got pregnant again. It was even the husband that broke this one to her that the lady become pregnant the second time. So why is she? What she now told her to tell your boyfriend, come and do something. Come and see your people, at least pay bribe price, do something so that they will know that even if I'm helping you, I'm doing it because knowing that it's an investment on someone. So okay. So one of her friends online, this thing that they met online. They met from online. They met from the fashion day. I told her that she has been seeing the husband and that particular lady in some places. He said, yeah, but this guy is secretary. He said, but she's not the PA. Your husband has a PA. Why is it that PA is not following him? It is the girl that is now following him. The letter brought a picture showing that particular husband did a traditional marriage of that her goddaughter. And the parents of that husband was gay. She saw the pictures and saw the parents of the husband supported. She has 2 kids. She's almost 46 years old now. She's just saying suicide. That's what is in her mind. Because she shattered that the best people she trusted in her life have betrayed her. Even anything you are saying to her now, she doesn't even regard it. She just feels that this world is no longer, that she's regretting marrying that man. She doesn't know what to do. I don't know how to even go about it again, and that's because this issue is tied up. I don't know what else to do. And the guy is sorry, saying that he's sorry. You are sorry, but you did the traditional marriage. You have 2 kids. You first pregnant, and now she's pregnant for you again. And your wife has 2 kids for you. I'm tired. I'm tired. I just don't know what to do. Honestly, don't know.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Portia, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. It's still Confession Tuesday. I choose not to comment on that. I think it would be better for others. And then hopefully when Dr. Oladipo comes tomorrow to speak on that, because it's a very tricky one. It's a very tricky one. Okay, so I'm moving to all the reactions and confessions. And this one comes from Francis Akol saying, your ex can help you, but not every information should you divulge to your wife. Thank you. All right, that's according to Francis. Okay, I'm still waiting for that caller, the anonymous caller, who had called, sharing us sharing a story about a situation, complicated situation he's in with a lady who's professed love to him. Because right now we cannot really take up that conversation because we do not have the full details. So if you're listening to me, I apologize that we had to cut you short to observe commercials. But it would be great to have you either call back or send a voice note. The call number still remains 0700-951-0000. The other one is 0809-597-4869. While on WhatsApp, 0809-993-0137. And then to others who would want to contribute to the confessions we have already or share their own confessions, whether with their identity or anonymous, this is the time for you. It'll be great to hear because we have technically about 17 minutes to do this. So let's make the most of it. And afterwards, I'm just going to have to hand over to Hat Facts and then all the lineup of programs that will be coming up subsequently on the show, such as the 18th that will come afterwards by 7, Full Sports. And then Tonight with Dion that takes over from 8 p.m. So let's keep the interaction going. The phone lines are very open. The WhatsApp platform is on and waiting to hear from you. And then for the last issue shared, thank you very much for sharing. Well, the summary or the summarized version is a lady had been in love. Do we use the past tense already or there's still hope? I'm using had. I don't know if I should use has.
Had.
We can had it, right?
Yes,
okay, let's stick with had. Okay, so a lady had been in love, right, from university. But let's take this one. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Am I on Nigeria Info?
Yes, you are.
Well, my name is Mr. Aminu, calling from Airport Road.
All right, Mr. Aminu.
Hold on, the network is somehow. Let me step aside. Concerning the guy that called about his ex, whatever, that used to give him a help and they will share with his wife. It's not bad to tell the wife, but with another, with some percentage about some are not bad. But some would have, for him to divulge that information to the wife, must have observed her for some time before he will now share the ideas. But that is a lesson to some men and a lesson to him as well. But that can be revisable. They can settle each other as well. But I don't look at it as a bad thing. I'm a first caller, but I've been listening to this program more than when the Nigeria Info started. But
I want to be part of it.
Thank you.
Now, any moment from now, because I'm being an added listener anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Right from the Inya, the Ben, the whatever. So it's today that the spirit said I should give a call now. But I have only this number. So anytime you are going to call the remaining lines, just slow down. Let me get it.
Okay. Okay.
Let me get it, the remaining lines, please.
All right. That's good. So hope to hear more from you. Okay. Thank you. I said, hope to hear from you more.
Okay, so okay. Thanks
you.
for that.
Thank you.
Have the best of time.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So let's deviate a little bit, and probably trying to kind of give a subject to, one of the confessions we're dealing with this afternoon, and that is the issue of communication in marriages and how some of the advice we're given is saying you don't need to tell your wife everything. I'm sorry, but I think I want to disagree with that. Not just because I find that to be quite a dysfunctional perspective, because one thing about a relationship that has, regulated communication or information shared between two people, I feel it doesn't make it a marriage anymore. It becomes more like an amorous partnership. So which means I'm in this house with this person. I just got to put up with this person. And so there are boundaries. So it means that when you limit, this is like my perspective, you are saying that marriage, there is room for boundaries. And I'm wondering, is that even healthy to encourage? That, when it comes to information sharing, communication, and all of that, that there should actually be boundaries. Because I'm worried about the ripple effect of that. Because if this man did what he did with the best intentions, with the intent of ensuring that his wife is carried along, and yes, she probably acted in a way that is making it quite uncomfortable. Does that mean we're saying that going forward, he should desist from telling his wife important information? Don't forget the part from the good books that says two becomes one. So how can two become one if there are limits, if there are no-go areas, if there are, what do they call them? Classified aspects of your life that partners wouldn't know about. I just feel like those could lead to more chaos, if you know what I mean. But let me take this call first, and then okay. So I'm really worried because that brings up the question regarding communication in marriage, and if it has to be and how it's meant to be for the purpose of the other parts of what relationship is actually originally meant to be. That's where I'm coming from. It's not just about telling your wife or your husband everything, but what happens when you begin to put those limitations? How does that affect other parts of your marriage, negatively or positively? I'm just thinking out loud. Hello.
Hello, my dear sister.
I greet you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Are you the caller that called before the commercials?
Come again?
Had you called before? Did you call earlier?
No, I'm just calling for the first time.
Okay, that's fine. Welcome.
Thank you. I heard what people are saying. When it comes to marriage, they say one and one. Instead of two, they say they are what? One. So if you are one, yes, then why are you hiding information? If there's anything you can do as husband and wife, it's for you to be honest to each other. Like myself, I'm married. My bank account, my wife knows. The PIN number, my wife knows. So whatever I'm doing, I carried her along. And whatever she's doing, you carry me along. That's why we are one. So anybody hiding anything, it means you're not married. If you can be naked in presence of your wife and you cannot be naked in presence of your children, there's something different between you, your wife, and your children, and any other person.
Okay.
So if I can have my wife and I'm hiding something, that means there's something in disguise.
Okay. Thank you.
May God give us the spirit to continue to disclose every information to your wife, to your husband, in Jesus' name.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. But let's not get carried away with this, Abuja and everyone. This is still Confession Tuesday, so we're still talking about, personal dilemmas and issues. But, it's just a bit worrisome when it comes to the advice, because advice are meant to help people do things better, not further complicate an already complicated situation. So if a man is sharing that, he took a loan from an ex and his wife is displeased about that, and the advice is don't tell your wife everything, I'm worried about that context, because that means we are probably encouraging a pattern that isn't expected, I don't think that it's supposed to be the case when it comes to marriage.
In marriage, there should be honesty and transparency. Yeah, I think people tend to be honest when they were caught in the act. I feel like for your wife to suspect, or for your wife to think you're still seeing your ex, maybe you're not transparent enough with her.
It's not in my place to judge. I don't want us to go that route. My point is, there's something called, even in the court of law, being proven your point beyond reasonable doubt. Beyond reasonable doubt. So that's where I stand. Is it possible that maybe the way that information was conveyed had raised the eyebrow? Yes, because, we women, some of us, we could be quite sensitive. And, when those kind of informations are being divulged, it also needs to be considered so that you're not denying or you're not evading sharing that information, but going about it, maybe it's important. Yeah. So I don't know if what I said just made sense.
From the message, from what he sent, I don't think he told her when it happened. It was after.
Now.
Why didn't you tell her? See, this person wants to help me out.
Okay.
It's going to help. That's what I feel. That's the transparency I'm talking about.
Okay, so the delay in the communication could be the problem.
Yes. Imagine you didn't tell me when it happened. Later, you're telling me.
So that could stir suspicion.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I get you. That's Fortune speaking there. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How's work?
Good. Thank you for calling.
My name is Francis Ako. I'm calling from Kabari.
Okay. Yes, you were the one who dropped a message.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the work you're doing there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You want to give context to what it is you wrote?
Yes, just briefly, just 1 minute.
Okay, that'll be appreciated. Yes, the brief the better, and the briefer the better.
If you get an assistance or help from an ex, and you execute that assistance to the benefit of your family, and you didn't tell your wife, it doesn't mean you've wronged your wife. It doesn't mean you've done anything wrong to your wife. So far, you have nothing to do with that ex. No strings attached. The fact is this. Most women, not all, but most of them don't know how to manage information. Yes, they don't know any information that has secret nature. If you didn't tell your wife, it does not have negative effect or positive effect if you didn't tell her. But see now, that man has told his wife. The wife started thinking, how many women will be relaxed and comfortable if they hear such information that their ex gave them such assistance? Many of them will not be comfortable. They will think otherwise, that maybe they still have something doing. So if I were the man, I would have just kept quiet, execute the head. That's all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Francis. I think we should leave it there, okay? Yes, maybe we could bring that up tomorrow during therapy session with Dr. Oladipo. Yes, that should be a better option. But my time is seriously ticking. I've got very limited time, but let's keep talking. Hello. Hello. Oh. You need to call back. I'm so sorry. It was so slurred. It was just impossible to hear you properly. I have this one here coming from KB from Kaduna Road. You're saying, I thank God that you mentioned the scriptures. To me, not all information your wife should know is not evil. If Papa Abraham told Sarah that God told him to sacrifice their son, she would never have agreed, and that would have made Abraham to offend God. Okay. All right. That's the perspective you're coming from. Okay. All right. Mr. Charlson, I see you. You will be contacted after the show. Thank you. And let's listen to this voice note and see what it has to say.
Good afternoon, presenters. My own go this way. I'm married with three children. When I met my wife back then, I told her I never want to have a baby. I don't want to marry a woman that ever have a child before. She told me she have never have a child before. After our second child, I found that she has a child before then. So, but that should not be the issue. I realized that it's not the best way for me to let her go. I love her. I make sure she feels comfortable. She never lack anything.
More conversation.
Over 3 times, she run down the business. When you ask her what's happening, she will told you she never have a reasonable word to tell me. Every day, I give her 5,000 naira for feeding. Apart from where there's food at home, everything is at home. Now, today, I'm working hard to make sure my children never lack, never suffer. So now, on my investment now, if today anything happened to me, I don't really know what will be the fate of my investments. I was now thinking, if I should get a second wife, that will make her sit up. So I was pleasing thinking of it now, I don't know. That's what I want to seek opinion. Go for second wife. Is that the best opinion for me now, or what should I do? Thank you.
Okay. All right. That's a confession, a real confession there. And I think this is another one I'm going to pass, making a comment on, because the one I did, it seems to be stirring some nerves. But tune in the same time, 2 p.m. tomorrow, Wednesday, the 3rd of June, and you will definitely get better context to this advice or this situation that you're asking for advice for. I can understand the dilemma, but one thing about dilemmas is like tangled ropes. It's best that you take time to detangle the tangling. Unless if you try to solve or try to, I don't know how to put it, but if you try to work with the tangling, it's going to get more tangled. And, it becomes more difficult to untangle it. So, let's leave it like that. You want to say something?
No.
Abuja, we got to go. What a confession it's been this Tuesday, and I want to say thank you. This is for you all. Well, we're going to have a rerun tomorrow, Wednesday, 2 p.m. here on the sunny side, 95.1 Nigeria Info Abuja with Amazing. And we're going to give more context to some of the dilemmas and issues that you've shared. It's a big promise. Thank you, everyone. And to those who've contributed and given their advice, it is very, very, very appreciated. All right, so fasten your seatbelt. The conversation thrill continues as Hot Facts comes up next. And all sports lovers, don't you dare touch that dial, because by 7 p.m., it's all about you. And all the lovers and those who still got more conversations they'll love to share, later in the night, Dion will be there to do justice to it. But for me, I'm signing out. Let's do more tomorrow and let's build memories. Bye. Bye, Fortune.
Bye. Amazing.
I no go lie, I dey see you too. It all depends on what you want to do. I pretend